Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be doing something new and kind of sort of fun, and I'm going to be doing sound design of actual like sound effects that could be used in like a movie scene or a video game or things like that. And I'm going to be using Faceplant to do this. I'm going to be creating the sound of rainfall from outside like a window, and then I'm going to be having the sound of the raindrops hitting the like a roof, like tin roof or like a skylight or something, and whatever else happens in my mind's eye, I'm going to do these things. So I have my knit patch here. Just to point out, this is the test version of Faceplant. This is the NAM version, and it's really cool. I'm allowed to kind of show it off. So I'm going to start with white noise, and white noise is basically what a lot of sound effects are used. They use white noise to make a lot of sound effects because white noise is all frequencies at once, and it EQs well, and you can do some pretty neat things. You can make like gunshots out of white noise. It's pretty cool. I've never really done anything like this. I have a general theory of what I'm about to do. This might go mammary glands up, but we're gonna have fun, and hopefully you learn stuff, I learn stuff, and we have a great time. So, which is how the channel started, basically. So I'm going to, yeah, I have my white noise here, and I hit spacebar, and it plays. I just have a single MIDI note on there. I'm going to have everything happening through like no MIDI. This is all going to be within the synth. I just have MIDI just to play a note, essentially. So let's make sure that our lanes are set up. So I want lane 1 to go into, maybe I'll have all these lane 1 and 2 go into the master. I think that works out quite well. And yeah, I want to point out that white noise is very versatile, and it's very juicy, and you can do all sorts of things with it. So you can adjust the slope, which isn't an EQ. Well, it is. It'll boost. Depending on what setting you have, it'll boost the low end and then cut the high end as like a tilt shelf. It's kind of like a teeter-totter sort of thing. So you can make it darker or brighter. So it'll sound like this. So it really depends on what you're doing. And with this synth, you can give it some stereo, which sounds a little bit more rainy. This is like a hefty, like typhoon rain thing going on, but we're gonna shape it up and make it sound coolio. So lane 1, let's get an EQ in here. Slice EQ is pretty good. Maybe a filter, have that open, and maybe some other stuff. You know what I want? Maybe, actually, yeah, maybe a reverb, just for tastiness. And a reverb will kind of move things around, which is pretty cool. All right, so slice EQ. Let's hit play, and I'm going to kind of I'm gonna explain my methodology. So when you're in a house, you're surrounded by walls. The rain is happening outside. Sound has to travel through the walls, right? And when sound travels through an object, solid object, water, concrete, wall, a person, the high frequencies get absorbed for the lower frequencies. So basically, everything around you is a low-pass filter to some degree. And that is the sound coming through the walls. So the sound coming through the window it's attenuated by your distance from it, the sound of the rain from the outside. So sound will come in, bounce around off other walls, intersect with each other, and will cancel some frequencies out, and will blah 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 blah. So it'll like you'll get like a different sound, even if you have the window open, than when you were standing outside, basically. So this is all kind of, this will all become more like, you'll have more sense of what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But I'm going to open up an EQ now, and EQ out the top frequencies and make sure it sounds good to taste. Solid objects do not cut out lower frequencies that often. So that's why when you're driving down and you pass the dance club or whatever, you can hear the whoom, whoom, the bass. Or if a car, whoom, whoom, the bass is like, you can hear it, but you can't hear the high frequencies. That's because low pass filter. Okay, you get the idea. So with that theory in mind, the theory of sound, which is pretty well understood, I'm going to open up the Slice EQ. I'm going to EQ out things. And the idea of this video stemmed from, when I describe an EQ that's very versatile, that has like extreme brick wall cut or like smooth roll off cut, I say, oh, this is good for sound design. So an EQ can make something sound like something else or put it in a space. And yeah, it just takes a bit of finesse and elbow grease to get this to work. Anyway, I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna open up Slice EQ. I'm going to EQ and do some things. Okay, layer 1. And I have filters on here because filters are very useful. They use filters like this for sound effects in movies since the beginning of time, and it's a quick way to kind of audition roll-off of that sound absorption. So let's see and hear what it sounds like with a reverb. All right, so we need a new layer, and I need a layer that kind of is the sound from the outside that goes through an open window. So I'm going to do a little, it's not even a sound design trick, I'm just creating new output and sending it to a different lane. But the idea is there, and you can steal this idea. So with this one, I'm going to create a new Slice EQ, and then solo it. And I want this one to have a little bit more of the high end come through, and kind of have a different kind of reverb and reflection because it's a different thing. And if you close your eyes, it'll kind of make sense. Maybe, I don't know. This is my first time doing this. I'm a little bit I don't know what the word is, overconfident, but whatever. Nothing else is new. Okay, so I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to EQ this one. All right, so from here, I don't know if I want to have a different reverb on each. So this would be the overall room sound. The open window, in my theory, needs to be spatialized. So I will go to stereo and then pan it over. And I'm not too worried about gain quite yet. You know what? Maybe give it a as effect. And maybe give it some reverb to kind of smooth it out. It's a little too loud, a little too much. very monsoony. Alright, so I need this one to be filtered a lot more, but without that extreme cut. So I'm going to drop in a new slice EQ, and I want to roll off a bit more in conjunction with the situation that we have here. All right. All right, let's move on a little bit. I might have to do some stuff with EQ, post EQ, but we're getting there. I want, yeah, let's put that, yeah, maybe have these all out to the master. Then I can do some stuff afterwards. So I'm going to create a new noise, well, new group. Put the noise in there, and then add a an output, and this will be lane 3. And I want this one to be modulated. I want random, and then I want an LFO, and I want to draw in an LFO. Because what's life if you can't draw in your own LFOs? Okay, so I got the custom LFO there. And let's get this. I'll just mute this guy, and then I will get this set up to the, oh, you know what? Yeah. Have this set to 0, and then have this to almost 100%. So. All right, so that is missing a little something. I need a filter on there. And then I need this to be triggered randomly. So the output of the randomness will go into the input here. Nope. All right. Kind of getting there. That needs to be a little bit shorter. I'll turn off that. We're getting there. Yeah. Okay, we need to filter that. No, actually. All right. So what does that all sound like? Yeah, you can kind of close your eyes and hear it, like in your mind's eye, and yeah, we're getting there. You know, I think it's one of those things for sure. All right, yeah, that's a fun exercise. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not the most expert sound designer, but you know, with the right amount of processing and I guess elbow grease and finesse and you know, combining real world recordings and and stuff like this, you can procedurally kind of generate uh, organic sounds with what you're looking for in your scene or game or whatever you're into. But anyway, that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.